Based on the US sanctions list, OpenSea has resorted to sanctioning certain users from using their platform. That's right, they started banning users from Iran. And we had a Ethereum NFT collector and creator, Bornosaur, who said, "Not a good morning at all. Woke up to my OpenSea trading account being deactivated, deleted without notice or any explanation. Hearing lots of similar reports from other Iranian artists and collectors. What the heck is going on? Is OpenSea straight up purging its users based on their country now?" And OpenSea had a spokesperson who came on and said, "Our terms of service explicitly prohibits sanctioned users or users in sanctioned territories from using our services. We have a zero tolerance policy for the use of our services by sanctioned individuals or entities and people located in sanctioned countries. If we find individuals to be in violation of our sanctions policy, we take swift action to ban the associated accounts." And I know what you're thinking. Well, Russia's been sanctioned recently, financially sanctioned. So what is the sanctions list? Will Russians have their NFTs taken away from them? Will they be banned from collecting NFTs and from crypto exchanges? Well, the current U.S. sanctions outline American companies are not allowed to provide goods or services to any user based in countries on the sanctions list, including Iran, North Korea, Syria, and now Russia. OpenSea is a U.S. company. Their headquarters is in New York, and they're just following the law, essentially. So these actions from OpenSea has sparked fierce debate. Now you got thousands of users who are very, very upset. And not only that, but MetaMask has accidentally blacklisted some users. So Venezuelan users were accidentally banned from accessing their MetaMask wallets. The blockchain development company Infura accidentally broadened the scope of its sanction-related crackdowns. So MetaMask came out and said, we're a client-side wallet that strives to make the blockchain maximally accessible to everyone. Infura had a misconfiguration this morning, but has been corrected now. We apologize for the inconvenience, blah, 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 blah. So OpenSea is one of the world's largest NFT marketplaces. They host over $22 billion. They have hosted over $22 billion in sales since they first came out. It's not the first time the cryptocurrency industry has been involved with basically international political sanctions issues such as this. Basically, multiple cryptocurrency exchanges regarding what's been happening recently with freezing cryptocurrency assets. A lot of them said they won't do it. Some have. Some have banned Russian users, Russian addresses. There's a lot of issues right now with potentially Chinese addresses in the future, so we're going to see. Basically, a lot of the exchanges are trying to overlook Russia, but it's not fair to other countries that already are sanctioned and have been sanctioned for quite a while, and their users are not able to play the same game. Is Russia above these other countries? Well, most likely not. So most likely Russian users, of which there are plenty for cryptocurrency and NFT, will lose access to their funds, which is not going to be a good thing considering they've already lost access to 90% of their money with Visa, MasterCard blocking and the sanctions and ruble falling and all that. So if we take a look at the home.treasury.gov, the link to the Office of Foreign Assets Control, the sanctions programs and information, we can actually see all of the countries of which there's Iran, North Korea, technically Ukraine, Russia-related sanctions. So they have a little paragraph about that. Cuba, that's no surprise. Syria, technically Venezuela's on the list. And then there's also sanctions for special groups around the world, so it's not really specific for countries. But if we click on the most recent, the Ukraine-Russia sanctions development, basically all of it's towards Russia. There's quite a bit of stuff in regards to Russia, but there's also certain things regarding Ukraine. If Ukraine gets taken over by Russia, what do you do at that point? Because the country's technically not theirs. It's still new, so there's going to be new sanctions. The old sanctions will be adjusted. But what is known is that OpenSea is banning users from NFTs, cryptocurrency exchanges, even though some of them are refusing to ban Russian accounts. I'm sure they will in the future. And it's going to be, as long as they're located in the U.S., of course, which Binance isn't, and a lot of these other cryptocurrency exchanges that aren't. It's going to be a big, fierce debate. And if you're a Russian right now, it's probably not a good time to be using crypto exchanges or trying to find NFTs. I just wanted to give a little update. The list is actually quite a bit longer, but some of these countries don't have full sanctions. It's kind of all over the place, but just going to go through the whole list over here. So you've got Afghanistan, the Balkans, Belarus, that's no surprise, Burma, related sanctions, the Central African Republic, the Chinese military companies, so it's not China themselves, countering America's adversaries through Sanctions Act of 2017, so that's technically not a country. We have specific groups over here. Cuba, cyber-related sanctions, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Ethiopia, the foreign interference in a United States election sanctions, global Magnitsky sanctions, Hong Kong, Iran, Iraq. This is in relation to China taking over another country. So we have multiple countries that technically they wouldn't be on the list, but with the threat that they're going to be taken over by other countries which are on the list, that's always something to keep in mind. Iran, Iraq, Lebanon, Libya, the Magnitsky sanctions, Mali, Nicaragua, non-proliferation, North Korea, rough diamonds, Russian harmful foreign activities, Somalia, Sudan, Darfur, South Sudan, Syria, twice on there, Syria-related, and Syria, transnational criminal organizations. So that's kind of like a RICO Act, except it's for sanctions. Ukraine, Russia, Venezuela, Yemen, and Zimbabwe. So, again, U.S. Department of the Treasury. If this continues to develop into a worser situation, it is 100% certain that there are certain crypto millionaires and the average civilian who's hosting their funds and they don't have full control of it will lose access to that money. So, thanks so much for watching, and that kind of sucks because right now cryptocurrency is doing pretty good. If you go to CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko or everything, even though Bitcoin is down, we're still not too far away from $45,000. At Ethereum, it's a little bit under $3,000, but the total market cap's pretty good. $1.83 trillion. Not bad. Not far away from 2 at all. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. See you guys as always tomorrow. Bye.